Your teenager just deleted a photo 3 times before finally posting it. That quiet moment of hesitation is actually shaping their self-worth and your relationship in ways you cannot see yet. Most parenting advice tells you to just ban the apps, but that actually makes the invisible pressure much worse. By the end of this, you will know exactly how to guide them through digital crowds so they make choices you can both be proud of, and it is far calmer than you think. Think about what would happen if you walked into a room full of strangers and everyone was staring at you, whispering and judging your outfit. You would feel your heart race. You would want to shrink. Now, imagine that room never closes. It follows them to the dinner table, into their bedroom, and right into their bed at night. That is the reality of the digital world our kids are navigating. The crowd is always there. When we were kids, peer pressure usually happened in specific places. Maybe it was behind the bleachers, or in the cafeteria, or at a weekend party. When the bell rang or the weekend ended, you went home. The pressure turned off. You had a sanctuary. But today, the sanctuary is gone. The notifications do not stop at the front door. But that is only part of the story. The real issue is not just that the crowd is always watching. It is that the crowd is now quantified. Every like, every view, every comment is a measurable metric of their social survival. Picture this. Your 12-year-old is sitting on the couch next to you. They are completely silent, but their thumbs are flying across the screen. Suddenly, their shoulders tense up. They let out a heavy sigh, lock the phone, and stare at the wall. When you ask what is wrong, they just shrug and say nothing. What you do not see is that their entire friend group just started a poll about who has the ugliest shoes in the group chat, and your child is terrified they're going to be the winner. In the past, you might have told them to just ignore it. Just say no. Just walk away. But how do you walk away from a digital space where walking away means social exile? If they log off, they miss the inside jokes. If they do not participate in the trend, they become the outcast. The pressure is no longer just about doing something risky. It is about the desperate, primal need to belong. Most parents never notice this distinction. We treat digital peer pressure like it is the same old peer pressure we faced, just on a screen. We give them the same advice we were given. But giving a kid a script to say no to a vape behind the gym is completely different from giving them a script to survive a digital social hierarchy that operates 24/7. Now here is where it gets interesting. When we stop trying to shield them from the crowd and start teaching them how to navigate it, everything changes. I remember talking to a mom named Sarah. Her son, Leo, was getting pulled into a toxic group chat where the boys were constantly roasting each other. At first, it was mild teasing. Then, it escalated. Leo started changing how he dressed, how he talked, and even how he treated his younger sister, just to sound like the guys in the chat. Sarah tried taking the phone away. That led to massive screaming matches. She tried lecturing him about kindness. He just rolled his eyes and called her out of touch. What happened next surprised even me. Sarah stopped trying to control the phone and started controlling the conversations. She sat down with Leo when things were calm, not when he was in trouble. She said, "I am not going to take your phone, but I need to understand what it feels like to be in that chat." Leo hesitated, but then he opened up. He admitted he felt like if he did not laugh at the jokes, he would be the next target. Sarah did not judge him. She validated the fear. She said, "That makes total sense. It is exhausting to feel like you have to perform all day." Then, she asked one powerful question. She asked, "What is the cost of staying in that chat?" That single question shifted Leo's perspective. He realized he was trading his peace of mind for a temporary sense of belonging. He did not delete the app that day, but he started muting the chat. He started spending more time playing basketball offline. The grip the digital crowd had on him began to loosen, not because his mom forced him, but because she helped him see the trade-off for himself. If this is helping, subscribing is the easiest way to keep these practical parenting ideas coming. The digital world changes fast, and you do not want to be caught off guard by the next app or trend your kids bring home. Let us break down how you can actually do this in your own home. The first step is creating a culture of curiosity instead of a culture of interrogation. When your kid comes home looking defeated after a day online, our instinct is to ask, "What did they do?" or "Did you do something stupid?" That immediately puts them on the defensive. Instead, try getting curious about the mechanics of the pressure. Ask them, "What is the vibe in the group chat today?" Or, "I noticed you seemed stressed after looking at your phone. Do you want to talk about the drama, or do you just need a snack?" Giving them the option to just decompress without fixing it builds immense trust. When they know you are a safe harbor and not a judge, they will actually tell you what is going on. The second step is teaching them the power of the pause. Digital pressure relies on speed. It relies on the immediate reaction. The meme is posted, you have to laugh. The dare is issued, you have to do it right now. The group is making a plan, you have to agree instantly. Teach your kids that they never have to respond to a notification in real time. Help them practice the physical act of putting the phone face down, taking a deep breath, and waiting 5 minutes. Explain to them that their brain needs a moment to catch up to their thumbs. When they practice this pause, they break the hypnotic cycle of reactivity. They move from being a passenger in the digital crowd to being the driver of their own choices. You have to model it too. When you get a stressful text from work or a passive-aggressive message from a family member, narrate your pause out loud. Say, "I am going to put my phone in the other room for 10 minutes before I reply to this." Let them see you breaking the cycle of reactivity. But there is a deeper layer to this that most parents completely miss. We spend so much time talking to our kids about what they are doing online that we forget to talk about who they are offline. Think about what would happen if you built a massive, beautiful house, but you never poured a foundation. The first strong wind would knock it over. Our kids' digital identity is the house. Their offline identity is the foundation. If their entire sense of self-worth is tied to their followers, their streaks, and their likes, they will crumble the moment the digital crowd turns on them. This is where the real magic happens. You have to help them build an offline anchor. This does not mean forcing them into a sport they hate or dragging them to a museum. It means helping them discover what makes them feel capable and grounded in the physical world. Maybe it is baking. Maybe it is fixing bikes. Maybe it is playing the guitar or volunteering at an animal shelter or just having deep, uninterrupted conversations with you on a walk. When a child knows who they are when the screen is off, the opinions of the digital crowd lose their power. They can look at a trending challenge or a toxic group chat and think, "That is not for me, because I am someone who does something else." When they are deeply engaged in a physical task, their brain is literally wiring itself for resilience. They are learning that they can tolerate frustration, that they can master a skill, and that their value is not tied to an audience. A kid who knows how to build a fire, or bake a perfect loaf of bread, or fix a broken engine, carries a quiet confidence into a digital space. They do not need the crowd to validate them because they have proof of their own capability. If you are feeling overwhelmed by the sheer volume of digital challenges your kids are facing, you do not have to figure it all out alone. I put together a free sample chapter of my Parenting in the Digital Age Guide, and you can grab it using the link right below in the description. It breaks down exactly how to handle these tricky screen time battles and social media dilemmas without the constant conflict, giving you a clear roadmap for the exact issues we are talking about today. Now, let us talk about the inevitable moment. The moment they mess up. Because they will. They will give in to the pressure. They will send the mean text. They will buy into the rumor. They will post the photo they knew was inappropriate. When this happens, your reaction will define the next 10 years of your relationship. If you explode, if you shame them, if you take the phone away in a fit of rage, you teach them one thing. You teach them that your love and approval are conditional, and that next time they make a mistake, they need to hide it from you. Instead, you have to be the calm in their storm. When they confess or when you find out, take a breath. Remind yourself that their brain is literally under construction. The impulse control center of their brain will not be fully developed until they are in their mid-20s. They are learning how to fly the plane while they are already in the air. Sit them down and say, "I am not mad at you. I am just really glad you are telling me this, or that I found out so we can fix it together." Then, ask them, "What do you think we should do to make this right?" Let them come up with a solution. Maybe they need to apologize. Maybe they need to delete the post. Maybe they need to take a break from that specific app for a few days. When they are part of the repair process, they learn accountability. When you just punish them, they just learn how to be better liars next time. Remind them that their digital footprint is not a life sentence. Mistakes can be corrected. Character is built in the recovery. Most parents never notice this, but the goal is not to raise a child who never makes a mistake. The goal is to raise a child who knows how to recover from a mistake and who knows that their parent is the safest person to go to when they do. Imagine this. Fast forward 5 years. Your child is at a party. Someone passes around a drink or suggests doing something reckless, and everyone is watching, waiting to see what they will do. In that split second, they are not going to remember a lecture you gave them at the kitchen table. They are going to remember how it felt to be heard by you. They are going to remember the confidence they built offline. They are going to remember that they have the power to pause, to breathe, and to choose their own path, even when the crowd is pushing them the other way. That is the ultimate victory. It is not about controlling their every click. It is about equipping them with an internal compass that points true, no matter how strong the digital wind is blowing. Which part of this felt most true for your family today? Is it the struggle with the group chat drama or the challenge of building that offline anchor? I would genuinely love to hear your story and read your thoughts in the comments below. You are doing a hard job in a completely unprecedented time. There is no manual for raising kids in a world that did not exist when we were their age. But the fact that you are here, listening, learning, and trying to understand their world means you are already giving them the greatest advantage they could possibly have. Keep showing up. Keep staying curious. The foundation you are building today will hold them up for the rest of their lives.